Hey guys, myself Keo Nandu. Welcome to Alpha Geeks. After my first video play with numbers, this is the second video. I'm thinking of releasing the videos on the topics which are important in your competitive exams and help you in your company's aptitude test. This will not only covers the major chunk of your aptitude exams and the competitive exams, but will also help you to score marks and get through the apties which you are afraid of. Many of the diploma students or degree students suffer due to the mathematics section in their aptitude exams. These videos and the upcoming videos will help them to solve and get through their aptitude exams and to sit for the interview, and may God be with them so that they can clear the interview and the competitive exams too. So let's get started with our first topic, work and time. Before actually starting with work and time, I must remind you the importance of fractions. Fractions are very much important. You should always learn and know your fractions in terms of percentages, ratios, and everything. Yeah, you should by heart your fractions from 1 by 1 to 1 by 10, 20. They will help you a lot in your exams, and your calculation speed will definitely increase. 1 by 3, 1 by 5, 1 by 9, 1 by 11, 1 by 16, 1 by 8 are few of the important fractions. Yes, 1 by 4 to half is 50%, like it's very logical and everyone knows. So these fractions are very important, which help you to improve your speed in your exams. Now, after knowing your fractions, let's get started with work and time. Talking about the approach which you will follow while solving work and time problem will be explained by an example. So we'll follow a particular approach, and this approach can be applied to any of the problems which you will face in your examinations, and can simply follow those steps and solve your sums. Some questions are a little tricky, which will require some of the brain power to be used and solve those sums, but most of the sums are very direct and in form of direct questions that you can solve it directly by understanding what the question is saying. So let's go through the example. In one day, Rahul will do 1 by 10th of the work and Dhoni will do 1 by 20th of the work. So we know Rahul can do 1 by 10th of the work in a single day, correct? And Dhoni can do 1 by 20th of work in a single day, correct? Now let's go through the question, what the question is asking from us. Now if they are working together, they are working together, what fraction of work will they complete in a single day? So to find that answer, we can simply add the work done by both of them in a single day because they are working together. So 1 by 10th of the work is done by Rahul and 1 by 20th of the work is done by Dhoni. So by simply adding the fractions, we can find out the work done by both of them together working in a single day. So let's add those fractions, 1 by 10 plus 1 by 20. That will that will give you 3 by 2, 20, 3 by 20. So we are getting how much 3 by 20 of the work is completed by both of them working together. Now let's go ahead of the question and see what the question is asking more of us. Now, in the previous example, we saw that Rahul had done 1 by 10th of the work and Dhoni had done 1 by 20 of the work. So together they will be doing 1 by 10 plus 1 by 20 is equals to 3 by 20 of the work in a single day. So we can generalize this term and keep it as a formula, 1 by x plus 1 by y, where x and y are the work, where 1 by x and 1 by y are the work done by the respective people in a single day, and 1 by t will be the work done by both of them in a single day when they are working together. Okay, so what we get when Rahul and Dhoni were working together, they completed 3 by 20 of the work, correct, in a single day, per day, correct. Now the question is asking in how many days they will complete the whole work. So in how many days they will complete the whole work. So to find that answer we need to just reciprocate this term 3 by 20. So when you reciprocate 3 by 20 you get 20 by 3. So 20 by 3 days will be taken by both of them working together to complete a specified work or the job they are doing. Are you getting it? Just reciprocate the terms. Just reciprocate whatever t you are getting, whatever 1 by t you are getting, just reciprocate it. T will be your answer in how many days they are completing the work. Correct? Let's move ahead. Okay, let's conclude the things we have learned till now. The conclusion of the concept: if a person does a work in X days, then in one day, and then in one day, 1 by X work, 1 by X work is done, and if 1 by T work is done in one day, then the work will be finished in T days. As explained earlier, if 1 by T work has been completed in one day, then it will take, just reciprocate the term 1 by T, you will get the number of days needed to complete the specified work given. Okay, now 1 by x plus 1 by y is equals to 1 by t, where 1 by x and the 1 by y are the terms or the work completed by the respective person in a single day. So 1 by t will be the term when both of them are working together, and the quantity of the work which is completed in a single day. So 1 by t is the amount of work which is completed in a single day, correct. Now let's go ahead. If we simplify 1 by x plus 1 by y, we get, see, 1 by x plus 1 by y, we get x plus y upon xy, correct. So this is equals to 1 by t, correct. Now if we want to find the number of days required so that both of them working together can complete the work, then we just need to reciprocate the term 1 by t, correct. So it will be what? T is equals to xy upon x plus y, correct. So it is t is equals to xy upon x plus y. So this is the number of days required to complete the work if both of them are working together. That is written in the third conclusion. The same can also be interpreted in another manner. If a person does a piece of work in x days and another person does it in y days, then together they can finish that work in xy upon x plus y days. So this is the generalized form where we can directly find in how many days, if both of them are working together, they can complete the work. Let's go ahead. Similarly, we can generalize this thing in when three person are working together. If three person are working together, let's say the amount of work completed by each of them is 1 by x, 1 by y, 1 by z, correct. If it is 1 by x, 1 by y, 1 by z, then when we reciprocate the total amount of work completed by 1 by x plus 1 by y plus 1 by z will be equals to 1 by t. Now we want to find the number of days taken if all three of them are working together. We have to solve this equation. So by taking the LCM of by taking the LCM as XYZ, we can find out 1XY plus YZ plus ZX upon XYZ is equals to 1 by T. Correct? So this is the amount of work completed by three of them together in a single day. If we want to find the amount of work completed, the total number of days required to complete the whole work, we just need to reciprocate this 1 by T term. So what will we get? T is equals to X, Y, Z upon X, Y plus Y, Z plus ZX. This is the same thing given in the last conclusion when three of the people are working together and they take X, Y, Z days respectively, then the number of days required for them to complete the work given the condition that they are working together will be xyz upon xy plus yz plus zx. These can be generalized for n number of people. If n number of people, a b c d e f people are working together and they required x y z w days, then you just reciprocate 1 by x plus 1 by y plus 1 by z plus 1 by w, find out the total amount of work completed in a single day, and just reciprocate the term. You will get the number of days taken to complete the work by those a b c d e f number of peoples. Okay, let's move ahead to our next slide. Example. So let's try out an example and learn how to solve this sum and what kind of sums you will expect in your exams. So if x and y can do a job in 4 hours, so x and y can do a job in 4 hours given they are working together at their respective constant rates, correct? And x can do a job alone in 12 hours. So alone x can do job in 12 hours. It is given in how many hours y can do the job alone. So our question is in how many hours y can do the job alone. We have to find if y is working alone, how many hours y will be needing to complete that specified job. Solution. Let's move towards a solution. Okay. Let us assume that the number of days required by y to complete that work is r days. Okay, now we'll use our basic equation 1 by x plus 1 by y is equals to 1 by t, where x and y are the respective 1 by x and 1 by y are the work completed by the respective people in one day. So in one day, how much work will be completed by x? The work completed by x will be 1 by 12 because 12 hours is the time required to complete a work if x is working alone. And if y is working alone, we have assumed that he or she will complete the specified work in r days. So in one day, how much work will be completed by y? It will be 1 by r. And in the question it is given that if both of them are working together, then then the requirement will be of 4 hours. So in 4 hours they can complete the work. So here the value of t will be 4, that the total number of days required to complete if both of them are working together is 4. So the value of 1 by t will be how much? 1 by 4. 1 by 4 amount of work will be completed in a single day if both of them are working together, correct? Now let's solve this equation cross multiplied a little bit and take the terms to LHS and RHS. You will get 4r plus 48 is equals to 12 hour. Now simplify it, solving it we are getting 4 hour plus 48 is equals to 12 hour. Correct. Now take this 4 hour here, we will get 12 hour minus 4 hour is equals to 48. Correct. So 8 hour will be 48. Correct. So what will be the value of r? R will be equals to 48 upon 8. We know 6 8s are 48, so the answer will be 6. So the value of r we are getting here is how much? 6. Correct. So from this what we can say, that y can do the job in 6 hours if y is working alone. Correct. In 6 hours if y is working alone. Hence we have solved the problem in how many hours y can do the job if he or she is working alone. Let's move to one more example and see how to apply work time how to apply the work time situations in various problems. Let's move on to our next example. So let's read the question. What the question is saying to us: X can build a wall in 60 days. X can build a wall in 60 days, which Y can do in 40 days. Correct. If X is working alone, he can build a wall in 60 days, and if Y is working alone, then he can build a wall in 40 days. Now let's move to our next condition. Both started the work, but A left 10 days before the completion of work. How many days? 10 days before the completion of the work. Then the work was finished in how many days? So here A is breaking the chain of sequence. A is not working with B for each and every day. He left 10 days before the completion of work. So the remaining work which was pending, which was not done by A because he left, has to be completed by the B, and we have to find the total number of days in which the work was finished. So let's move to our solution. Now we know X left the job 10 days before the completion. So Y worked alone for the last 10 days. Correct. Now whatever their working efficiency per day, if X is working alone, he can complete the work in 60 days. Then then the amount of work completed by X in a single day is 1 by 60, and the amount of work completed by Y in a single day is how much? 1 by 40, because he can complete the work in 40 days. Correct. So if Y has worked alone for the last 10 days, then how much work was completed by Y? So in a single day Y can complete 1 by 40 times of work. Then in 10 days how much work will be completed by Y? 10 into 1 by 40. Correct. Which is 1 by 4th of the work has been completed by Y in the last 10 days. Correct. Now the remaining work was done by both of them. How much was the remaining work? So it was 1 by 1 minus 1 by 4 is equals to 3 by 4. 3 by 4 was the amount of work done by X and Y together. Correct. 3 by 4 was the amount of work done by X and Y together. So if we want to find the combined efficiency of X and Y in a single day, what we have to do? Remember the previous thing, 1 by X plus 1 by Y is equals to 1 by T. 1 by X and 1 by Y are the amount of work done by respective people in a single day, and 1 by T was the amount of work done by the respective people together in a single day. So X and Y can do 1 by 60 plus 1 by 40 times 1 by 40 of the work in how many days? In one day. So therefore the one day's work will be 1 by 60 plus 1 by 40. Correct. So that will be equals to 1 by 24 when you solve and simplify it. Correct. Now they can finish the work in 24 days. They can finish the work in 24 days. Correct. but this is not the answer. Why? Because A left 10 days before the completion of the work. So here we have to find 3 by 4th of 24 days because they have completed 3 by 4th amount of the work. So how many days they will be working? That will be 24 into 3 by 4, which is equals to 18 days. So this is the amount of work done by X and Y together before X left. Correct? So total number of days required to complete the work will be 18 plus 10 days where Y did the work alone, that is equals to 28. Correct? 28. So the total number of days required to complete the work if Y left 10 days if X left 10 days before the completion of the work is 28. Correct? Okay, fine. Let's move ahead and end this. So uh, as usual, I will show you that if you have any doubts, need any guidance or any assessments or any teaching or coaching related to maths of aptitude or company's exam or any competitive exam, you can always contact me. Grade 5 to higher education or any subject wise guidance needed, I will be very glad to guide you in the subject or in any of the topics which you are lagging. You can simply WhatsApp me on my WhatsApp number or email me on the given email ID. And that's it for today. Thank you. You were a great audience. Let's meet soon. Bye.